Vectorial arthropods are arthropods which act as vectors, which carry diseases. This includes mosquitoes, sandflies, flea, and ticks. So they transmit disease causing microorganism from one person to person. And this microorganism, they are having a complex life cycle, and this eradication of this vector spread microorganism involves controlling vectors such as mosquitoes. For example, in the case of malaria. So vectors differ from one another by mode of transport of microorganism, replication of microorganism, and vector specificity. They are classified based on the level of complexity. The first one is mechanical vector, second intermediate host vector, and third one is definite host vector. The mechanical vector which carries a microorganism without its replication. For example, in the case of housefly, it can pick up Salmonella species on its feet from feces and then deposit it on human food. The next vector is much more complex than mechanical vector. Here the microorganism can replicate essentially during transport. For example, Borrelia burgdorferi, which can transmit Lyme disease. Definite host vector are vectors in which microorganisms can replicate sexually during transport. This makes this vector much more complex than other two vectors. For example, in the case of Plasmodium species which transmit malaria, and the mosquitoes act as its vectors. And among arthropod vectors, this mosquitoes, fleas, bugs, lice, ticks, etc. play very prominent role in spreading various diseases. First one is mosquitoes. It class Insecta, order Diptera, and the genus Anopheles, Aedes, and Culex. The mosquitoes are small. They are having a demarcated body, very long slender legs, compound eyes, a pair of antennae, and a single long proboscis for feeding. The thorax, abdomen, and wings are covered with scale, and the different coloration and this pattern of the scales are used to distinguish species. Their large wings are folded over the segmented abdomen, which appears brown, black, and slender, but after feeding it turns bright red and swells. The mosquitoes can be classified into two: Anopheline mosquitoes and Culecine mosquitoes. Anopheline mosquitoes include Anopheles and Culecine, Aedes, and Culex. This is the life cycle of the Anopheles, Aedes, and Culex mosquito. You can see the difference in eggs, the properties of the larvae, pupae, and even the resting of these two types of mosquitoes. The distinguishing features are antennae. The male mosquitoes is having a plumose or feathery haired antenna, whereas in the case of female it is having spidery hair antenna, and this condition is known as pilose. And the male anopheline palps are long and clubbed, and female anopheline palps are long. And the male Culecine palps are long but not clubbed, but female Culecine palps are short. The first one is Anopheles. They can be distinguished by dark and pale scale blocks arranged on their wings. And their palps are of equal length to the proboscis, which appear terminally clubbed in males. And they always rest at an angle when standing on the surface, and they feed at twilight or night. And the breeding sites are unpolluted fresh or salt water. The life cycle of Anopheles includes laying of eggs in aquatic environment. 50 to 200 dark colored eggs are laid, and they hatch in several days to several weeks depending on external temperature. And this anopheline larvae are dark brown head and 6 to 7 anterior segments covered with dorsal palmate hairs. There are accessory tergal plates on the dorsal side of segment 1 to 10, and two sets of anal papillae. There are 4 larval instars that survive by filter feeding, and they breathe oxygen through their spiracles. This is the life cycle of Anopheles mosquito. And the Anopheles larvae occurs in different habitats, both permanent and temporary, and they prefer to inhabit clean habitats. The larval period is weak, and the pupa is comma shaped with a set of trumpet shaped breathing tubes. Abdomen with setae, and the pupal period lasts for a few days to weeks. The Anopheles are vectors of malaria and which is caused by Plasmodium falciparum, vivax, malaria and ovale. The transmission of occurs in tropical Africa, Central and South America, and South Asia is having a particular problem to the multiple drug resistance. These are the species of Plasmodium falciparum, malariae, Plasmodium vivax and ovale. The malaria is characterized by clinical features like fever and chill, which is an host inflammatory response associated with the rupture of erythrocytic schizon. And the fever is presented in 3 stages: cold, hot, and sweating. And the clinical features also include periodic fever, which requires more than 7 days to develop anemia, splenomegaly, jaundice, headache, myalgia, that is muscle pain, arthralgia, diarrhea, and vomiting. The treatments includes chemicals like quinine, mefloquine, and halofantrine. And the prevention is by coverage of exposed skin and the use of insect repellent, mosquito nets, and it can also controlled by water clearance programs, house spraying of DDT, and destruction of breeding areas. The second one is the Aedes, which is characterized by black and silvery scales, black and white rings on the legs, and black scales. They breed in marshes and wetland areas. Life cycle includes that the female Aedes lay eggs on damp areas. The eggs are very robust, and very important feature of this mosquito is that these eggs can survive desiccation on and other environmental pressures. And this Aedes larva have a stout barrel-shaped siphon with one pair of subventral tufts. There are 3 pairs of setae. A large setae are not present on the abdominal segments. This is the life cycle of Aedes mosquito. It is a vector of yellow fever virus, dengue virus, chikungunya, and Zika virus. They both are hemorrhagic fever and which are viral infections. And dengue is now the most important mosquito-borne virus, increasing infection globally. The culex is characterized by lack of coloration and features thorax, abdomen, and wings are covered with brown black scales, abdomen with white scale, and they breeds in aquatic areas containing large quantities of organic waste. And the female culex lay dark brown eggs in clubs, and eggs are found in organic waste deposits or polluted waters. Their culex larvae is having long and narrow siphon. The life cycle of culex species, and the diseases include Bancrofian filariasis and Japanese encephalitis, and they are similar to culicin and Aedes mosquitoes but prefer to bite at night and breed in organic refuse. Treatment includes diethyl carbamazine, which kills microfilaria. Ivermectin and elephantiasis can be treated surgically. The control measures include draining of mosquito breeding sites, killing larvae, using mosquito repellents and nets. And this Anopheles larvae may be suffocated in the breeding site by culicin larvae, but culicin larvae derive oxygen from plants, so are not amenable to such measures. And mainly control depends on the use of mosquito nets and periodic mass treatment. Next is fleas. It belongs to class Insecta, order Siphanoptera, genus Pulex, Cynopsylla, Tinocephalids, and Trunga. They are laterally compressed and wingless with powerful legs, body covered with bristles, and mouthparts pointed downwards. This is the structure of the flea. Different types of flea are Pulex irritant and Cynopsylla chiopsis, which are combless. Nosopsilus fasciatus, which is rat flea, has a pronotal comb behind its head. Cat fleas, Tinocephalids fellis and Cynocephalids cans have 2 combs, a pronotal comb and a genal comb. That is, one is behind its head and one under head. And Trunga penetrans or jigger flea compress thoracic segments and attacks man America, Africa, and India, and commonly penetrating stratum corneum. That is a layer of skin between toes or in the toenail margins. The life cycle includes the flea larvae which hatch from eggs after a week incubation. The larvae are legless, segmented, and covered with setae, and they feed on organic material and they proceed through 2 or 3 larval stages. And finally, it spins a cocoon and pupates. And the life cycle includes several weeks or up to several years, and the both sexes take blood meals, can live for a long periods. This is a life cycle: eggs, larva, 3 larval stages, pupa, and adult. These fleas are general nuisance and they bite induce pituitary papular urticaria, and they usually bite in the unprotected lower leg of women, all over the body of children. And certain fleas like rat fleas, they spread plague, murine, typhus, and serve as intermediate host for the species of tapeworm. Cat and dog fleas, intermediate host for another common tapeworm, Diphyllidium caninum. And the Puellus irritant, although it's not a major vector, it plays a minor role in the transmission of plague. And the infection is also spread by bite alone and fecal aberration. It can be controlled using insecticidal powders and aerosol. And in the case of outbreaks like plague, we can control by controlling the rodent populations. Next one is ticks. They are external parasites living by feeding on blood of mammals, birds, and sometimes reptiles. And they belong to 2 families: Ixodidae or hard ticks and Ergasidae or soft ticks. Now coming to the morphology, they are wingless and possess a single oval body region that is relatively flat. And the adults and nymphs have 8 legs and the larvae have only 6 legs. The so-called head of a tick includes structures involved in feeding, and that structure is known as capitulum. So the capitulum contains a pair of leg-like sensory structures known as palp that enable the tick to detect an approaching host, and a pair of knife-like structures known as chelicerae that cut an opening in the host skin. There is also a single barbed structure known as hypostome that enters this opening. The hypostome becomes anchored in the host flesh when the tick takes a blood meal. And the life cycle includes 4 stages: egg, larva, nymph, and adult. The exotic ticks having 3 hosts taking at least a year to complete their life cycle, and Ergasic ticks, which are soft ticks, have 7 nymphal stages, each one requiring a blood meal. Because of their habit of ingesting blood, ticks are vectors of many diseases that affect humans and other animals. So soft ticks belongs to class Arachnida, order Acarina, family Ergasidae, and genus Ornithodorus. These soft ticks are having tough leathery integument and flattened oval shaped dorsally. That they lack dorsal sheath present in hard ticks and examined centrally to observe their capitulum or mouth parts. They are showing worldwide distribution, and the vectors, most important disease vector Ornithodorus populating Europe, Africa, and Asia. They are having a hemi-metabolized life cycle, that is incomplete metamorphosis, having 3 larval stages, that is egg, larvae or nymph, and adults. There is no pupal stage. And nymphal stage include in this case 2 to 5 nymphal stages, and the egg hatches into 6-legged larvae and molt to 8-legged nymphs. 5 to 7 larval instars, each stage requiring blood meal to proceed. The larvae of Ornithodorus moberta do not require blood meal to molt to the nymph stage. And adult females lay small egg batches following each blood meal. And the duration of the life cycle depends on temperature, host availability, and inherently the particular species. Diseases include tick-borne relapsing fever, rickettsial disease, and some arboviruses. The most important disease spread by soft ticks is tick-borne relapsing fever spread by spirochete infect Ornithodorus. Q fever and arbovirus can be spread following a blood meal but are both primarily introduced in population by hard ticks. The hard ticks belongs to class Arachnida, order Acarina, family Ixodidae, and the genus Ixodus, Ambyloma, Rhipicephalus, and Dermacentum. They are flattened dorsally and they are characterized by presence of dorsal plate or scutum, and the capitulum projects beyond the body line and the scutum covers the entire body area. The females having a reduced plate, and the Exodus species inhabit Canada, Europe, Asia, etc. They are also having a hemimetabolous life cycle, and there is only one nymphal stage in the case of Exodus. The females lays large masses of eggs. They transmit Lyme disease, tick paralysis, rickettsia, arbovirus, etc. that are responsible for encephalitis and hemorrhagic fevers. Tick paralysis is caused by toxin present in the saliva of tick and is induced during feeding. The Lyme disease is serious alignment caused by spirochete Borrelia burgdorferi. Results in the acute erythema, systematic lesions, and also rickettsial disease spread by Exodus include Q fever and arboviruses. Then the sandflies. They belong to class Insecta, order Diptera, genus Phlebotomos, and Lutzomia. This is the more external features of this sandfly. There are a pair of wings, head, antenna, proboscis, thorax, legs longer than the body and the abdomen. They are having a hairy head, thorax, antenna and wings. Antenna long and appear beaded, and a pair of black compound eyes. Wings are upwardly pointing at rest. This is the distinctive feature of phlebotomine sandflies. That is, the wings are upwardly directed, pointed at rest. And only the females are blood feeders. Their biting predominates nocturnally and they rest in moist and dark walls, cracks and tree trunks during the day. And this female phlebotomine sandflies deposit 30 to 70 minute eggs, and the eggs are laid in dry areas. There include 4 instars. The mature larvae are distinct, having distinct black head, 12 segment, thick bristles covering the body, and 2 pairs of caudal setae. And the larva skin and caudal bristles remain attached at the posterior end during the pupal stage and last for 5 to 10 days. This is the life cycle of the sandfly, having several instars, 4 instars, change into pupa and then adult. Disease include leishmaniasis, that is cutaneous, mucocutaneous and visceral leishmaniasis. And the geographic location and host immune response play an important role in determining the form of disease. Dermal cutaneous leishmaniasis, also known as tropical or oriental sore or Delhi boil, they are characterized by localized to skin surrounding the bite of the phlebotomous sandfly. The ulcers are draining but produce dry ulcers that crust over. It usually resolve within 1 year, but super infection may occur and immunity develops. Next is the mucosal form, which affect mucosa of nose, pharynx, palate, larynx and upper lip, causing ulcers. It can lead to death from pneumonia. And visceral leishmaniasis or Cala-Azar is transmitted phlebotomous sandflies and is spread via lymphatics from an often minor cutaneous lesion. And they multiply in macrophages to form characteristic Leishman-Donovan bodies, and the symptoms include chronic malaise, lymphadenopathy, cough, diarrhea, wasting and anemia, bleeding and low-grade fever, liver and spleen enlarged and visibly distended abdomen. If untreated, it leads to death. The treatment includes an extended course of antimonial components like sodium stibogluconate and meglumine antimonite, and dietary supplementation of pentadine isotoniate has been used in antimony resistant cases. So control of sandflies is difficult through buildings as may be sprayed with insecticide and they cannot bite through clothing. Another important control methods are using repellents and vaccines. These are the difference between hard tick and soft ticks. That is, having dorsal sheath is present in hard tick, it is not present in soft tick. In the case of hard ticks, the capitulum or mouthparts and anterior which are visible from above, whereas in soft ticks, ventral and not visible from above. The nymphal stages is only one in the hard tick and several in the case of soft tick. And the adult feeding time is several days in hard tick and 30 to 60 minutes in the case of soft tick. And the female blood meals only one time and the soft tick several times. The egg laying events are only one and in the soft tick several times. And total eggs laid are 3000 to 8000 in the case of hard ticks and 400 to 500 in the case of soft ticks.